Warning: the following segment contains content warnings for sexual discussions, crude sexual humor, and depictions of anime girls in they underwear. Hopefully the video detailing my love for HuniePop 1 should set up how excited I was for HuniePop 2, and oh my god, it finally came out. Full disclosure, I actually wasn't sure how I was going to feel about HuniePop 2 during the lead up. It looked a little mean. The introductory trailer made a big point of the new baggage mechanic and details all the kind of crude women am I right baggage characteristics each girl has. Also, I swear, one of the earliest looks at Abia, the Middle Eastern sex addict who works at the airport security, has her libido set as explosive. This was changed to be crazy high soon afterwards. I feel like involving 9/11 era Islamophobia is a pretty easy rake to avoid stepping on. This was really turning me off from the game. Like, I was still going to give it a shot, because not every day does one of my favorite games ever get a sequel, but there was this air of mean, exploitative shittiness that was cropping up, and I was kind of just pumping the brakes a little. But then it came out, and HuniePop 2 Double Date is one of the greatest games I've ever played. Word, on God, flat out, for real. I fucking love this game. I was not aware just how much you could improve on HuniePop 1, a game I also loved with all my heart. But holy shit, dude, this is an outstanding execution of taking an already solid game, sanding down the rough edges, and adding cool new additional features to it. It's almost fucked up how good the changes to this game are. Like, I kind of feel called out in a sense, because all the strategies I used in HuniePop 1 are thrown out the window, and I am forced to actually confront the ins and outs of each date puzzle instead of just thumping my chest, fast-tracking the item that allows me sentiment and extra turns on 4-of-a-kind matches, and then laughing my way to the bank as I scour the board for potential 4-ofs. Sorry, me. Now each puzzle date has its own unique item loadout, characteristics, and baggage. Yeah, that really shitty sounding batch of women problem TMs is actually a super sick mechanic. Each girl can have one of 3 possible negative traits to bring to a date, and it's random which ones they'll have active when you meet them. So whatever your plan of attack was for this bout of matching some 3s, you better change it up, bucko, because Ashley might be allergic to flowers and candle items, and Leilani might not accept sexuality matches towards her for the first 15 turns. This does wonders for the core gameplay loop, as most dates are now unique puzzles you have to tackle in different ways, but never in a way that feels alien to or against the service of the central Match 3 gameplay. The character work is just as good as the first game. The core conceit is that you need to engage in threesomes for story reasons, so now the game is all about getting different pairings of girls to hook up with you kinda in the background as a somewhat invisible third wheel. Because you as a character don't really matter, it becomes a collection of small vignettes of
my fucking god, this bitch is gay! Good for him! Good for him!
And I love it. It perfectly delivers what I want, because in HuniePop 1, I wanted more time with the characters, but I didn't really feel like a sort of extended VN style presentation would fit the game, so HuniePop 2 instead gives a wide swath of smaller character interactions where we get to see the personalities of each girl bounce off the rest of the cast. Even the characters I don't like as much can still strike gold when playing off the right personalities. This just slams, man. It's such a good way to improve the game. It's not conducive for length, so I'm holding back the desire to gush about characters individually, but at the very least, Nora, best girl. The music is also fantastic. Like, it's got way more of a singular direction this time around, and it's by no means pigeonholed into similar sounding styles. It's just a more focused, upbeat, vacation tropical sound. There are some tracks that are so phenomenal, so outstandingly well written that I have to take a second and shout them out. Airport fucking slams. It's this super energetic tune that sounds like the most magical Saturday shopping mall trip with your friends. I am in love with the dual layer, pinchy, jangly guitar rhythms that happen in what I would consider the verse. Your Apartment is one of the many remixes in this game. Because you see, HuniePop and Honeycam Studios, which I have not played out of lack of interest, both have killer soundtracks, and I love the confidence in reprising the songs from earlier games because as a fan, I definitely clapped when I heard it. But not only that, they are different compositions. Your Apartment is the menu theme to HuniePop 1, but redone as this slightly loungy, slightly bossa nova-y tune with just the right amount of sultriness without overloading the tone to be just dripping with sex jam. Dripping with Sex Jam is the strip club tune.
Okay.
That song is horny and that song is bouncy. Like, goddamn. It's got a certain shoulder groove, mean muggin' hustle to it. All of these songs, the ones I've listed and all the others across the soundtrack, pale in comparison to the soundtrack's crowning moment, Secluded Cabana. This is it, dude. This is the entire vibe of HuniePop 2 put into a song. It's so bright and tropical, slightly twee and energetic. All of the segments of the song blend into each other so perfectly that I wish the song never ends. I was going to be so hard-pressed to think HuniePop 2 could somehow top HuniePop 1's soundtrack, but fuck me, man, it did, with flying colors. I don't normally deal with any spoiler stuff in this format, but I have to talk about the game's ending. And since this is still a porn game, it's probably on the low end of recommendation ability anyways. So, spoilers for the ending. Skip to this time code to avoid spoiler stuff, please and thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I mentioned that the game is about scoring threesomes. The story is that there are these ancient celestial beings known as the Nymphogym, and they are due to awake and throw the world into chaos. You need to score enough threesomes because the ye old ancient belief is that every time a threesome happens, a love fairy gets their wings. So you do the threesomes, get the angel wings, and somehow this gets you to confront the Nymphogym so you can save the world! Bada bing bada boom! So you're in space, I guess, and the two gigantic celestial titty witches appear before you, both decked out with action movie evil villain accents. And you do this awesome boss battle. It's kind of like a gauntlet. You have 100 turns to do 4 dates back to back, and the Nymphogym transform into different girls each date, but, and this is important, they keep their voices.
Is that all you've got? Fuck! I love this!
So this puzzle matching showdown is taking place to save the world as we know it, and the Nymphogym are taunting you. So you're like, take this, bitch! I got you flowers!
Is your hero, Venus?
And the music is swelling as this epic orchestra scores the battle for the fate of the universe. Every match, every combo getting you one step closer to defeating these otherworldly beings. And then, when you do win, there's maybe the best subtle punchline the game has. If you saw the HuniePop 1 video, I made quick mention of the baby making mixtape, because in that game, all the sex scenes happen in your bedroom, and there's a specific, tonally responsible song that plays during those segments. In HuniePop 2, it's different. You just have sex at whatever date location you're at, this being canonically reflected in the art that follows. A byproduct of this is that the music for the sex minigame is the same continuation of whatever the date location's music was. The one time that this is played with is during the boss battle, because the boss battle theme is this heavy, orchestral, dramatic, feature film-ass battle song. And when you win, and you get to the sex minigame, it's still that, but it's at its triumphant climax. It's fucking hysterical, and I'm sorry because explaining the joke makes it less funny as a product, but it speaks to the core of how HuniePop has always taken itself. It's so funny, but it's also serious. The song isn't a comedy song, but it's impossible not to laugh when you are ostensibly in space mechanically having a wicked three-way with celestial beings of divine power, being paraded forward by the type of soundtrack reserved for Marvel Cinematic Universe film. It's perfect, and I use that word in as close to a literal sense as I can. For what HuniePop is, its core, its vision, this moment is perfect. I won't spoil the actual post-boss fight, but brother, let me tell you that it's some of the best encapsulation of what HuniePop offers, distilled down to a couple hilarious minutes. There are parts of this game that I still have some reservations about, but literally everything else is just overwhelmingly my type of shit. I had the biggest, goofiest grin on my face throughout the entire playthrough, and it is, without a doubt, the game of the year 2021.